Welcome back to another video, you lovely souls. Look, check this out, you guys. Today I'm guided to make this video because most of you who watch me are empaths and you have this deep feeling, which is your superpower. And many of you who watch my channel also may get yourself or notice yourself lacking some energy sometimes, feeling more tired when you go into certain places, or maybe you eat certain foods, or maybe you are doing certain things and you notice yourself being very tired and you wonder, where is my energy going? And people ask me all the time, how do I keep my energy so high? I only focus on things that are like suitable for me. I only focus on things that matter to me, things that I love, and I do not put my focus in places where I know it will drain my energy. So I want to give you guys some behaviors today so that you lovely souls can stop absorbing people's energy like a sponge. And so hopefully these behaviors, I encourage you to start to utilize them in your life so that you can start seeing some changes and some increasing in your energy. So before I jump into this video, you lovely souls, I want to say always know and believe that great things are headed your way. All you gotta do is believe it, because you already know, if you watch my channel, baby, that belief is the most powerful force on the planet, baby. So always know and believe that great things are headed your way. What's up to my empaths who are watching my videos today? Because I know you guys clicked up on here because empaths, you have a gift, right? To feel so deeply, even though it feels like it's a curse sometimes. Know that it is a gift. You just got to know how to use your gift and where not to use your gift. You feel me? And this is a game changer. I struggled with this a lot in the beginning because I could feel so deeply with what other people were feeling. So deeply that it was like I could tap into, like I could look at them, I could feel what they're feeling, and I could literally have tears in my eyes because I can feel what they're carrying on. And I literally would do this all day. I've been doing it half my life unconsciously, not even knowing, like feeling everybody else's feelings. And like if people that I love, it's mostly people that are very close to me or around, and say whatever they're feeling, like I can easily just get out of feeling good and end up feeling how they feeling because I'm feeling their energy. So that's why it feels like a curse, right? If you're empathic, you know what I'm talking about. So watch out, because you feel what others feel, and you can easily feel any emotion with the people around you. So if somebody around you, like I was just saying, feels sad or mad, like you'll notice yourself started feeling sad. You'll notice yourself start to feel mad, and it's a challenge. Especially, like I say, around the people that are close to you. But this can happen anywhere, because it's like empaths are like sponges until we become aware of how to protect and save our energy from being drained. Because we need our energy. We have this amazing energy and this gift for a reason. And we have to know how to use it and where to use it, and not just give it away for free. It's 2023 and ain't nothing for free, baby. You're not giving away nothing for free anymore. Your energy not free. So you're not giving away no more. It's what you need, your energy. You feel me? You spend a lot of your time in this lifetime, if you was like me, giving away your energy for free. No more will you do that, baby. Always be mindful of where you put your energy, because it matters, okay? So you need to rest, empaths, or all souls watching these videos, even if you don't consider yourself empathic. You need to rest after being around a lot of people. Because especially if you're someone who feels drained after being around crowds, or if you got to work a 9 to 5, or if you go somewhere where there's a lot of people, or it could be just it could be one person. Wherever you feel like drained after being around people, you may need to make sure you get you some rest, a nap in, so that you can, build your energy back up. You also you feel, what is this? Not like you feel, but you feel like you feel emotionally evolved. You feel emotionally involved in others' problems. That's what I'm trying to say. You feel emotionally involved in people's problems. Like, if you notice that, like, you feel like when people got problems, they feel like you gotta be there to help them. Like, you gotta be the one to help them through it. It's like you just don't even know. You ask yourself sometimes, how do I get myself into this? How do I always get myself into other people's problems? Because you always just there trying to lend help. And if you haven't learned yet, When you can get yourself emotionally involved in the wrong people problems, and this drains your energy because they don't even utilize your help or guidance and support at all. And that's probably why you guys who resonate with this probably been upset and mad and felt some type of way with helping people because of this, because we personally get ourselves emotionally involved in other people's problems. But then we get upset, if you're like me, at the people for not taking the advice when all we had to do was step back and let them figure it out. But that's what it is when you're being empathic. That's why it's important to know if you are an empath. If you resonate with what I'm saying right now, you are empathic. You have a strong intuition as well. You have a hard time emotionally detaching yourself from certain things, from certain people. It's a challenge for you to emotionally detach. It's something about, like I say, we feel so deeply. So something about our emotions or we got to make sure they're not all over the place. That's why I feel like we can become heavily emotional. And sometimes it might not even be our emotions. We might have picked up on other people's emotions in the external world or wherever you were, you know. So pay attention. Always be mindful how you be feeling, because like I say, you don't want to be a sponge because it will drain you. And when I start to understand and learn these behaviors and doing certain, mindful practices, I was able then to protect my energy. And again, keeping myself in an energy bubble as well protects my energy. I just focus on me. You know what I mean? So you may have a challenge with emotionally detaching yourself from things, people, mostly from people or maybe from situations. To each his own. Take how it resonates. You are easily overstimulated in public as well. Like when you go around out in public, you feel very overstimulated. That's another sign that you're an empath, because I'm guided to give you guys some signs over being empathic, because most people are, and they don't even know it, and they think that something was wrong with them. A lot of people can be very empathic, and they think something is wrong with them because of these things that I'm naming to you right now. Like, I knew I was very sensitive, but it took me a while to know that what even an empath was. I did not know that I was empathic. I had to learn this, and I discovered this, but I matched all the signs that I want to give here with you guys who've been curious if you're empathic, because many people are starting to wake up. So you feel overstimulated in the public, and you strongly dislike crowded places. I used to think that I had, how you say it, claustrophobia. Correct me down below if I'm saying it wrong, because I could be. I ain't perfect, you heard? I ain't trying to be. Nah, but you probably don't like crowded places. Like, oh my gosh, I still work on that. I literally still work on that. Like, going to basketball games has really helped me, because I'm there. And I just go there, enjoy my experience, watching my children, and I just as if I stay in my world is what I do, and just keep my focus on watching my children and on myself, and just kind of like not connecting at all with the people around me. This takes practice. So if you are curious, if you are empathic, then you probably resonate with what I just said right now. And I tell you, those are things that you will learn how to work with being this way. And these behaviors being an empath, not being this way. These behaviors that I'm going to list today could definitely be very helpful for you guys. Each and every one of you who clicked on this video today. You don't have to be a sponge and be absorbing everyone's energy. Learn how to absorb by looking and watching and learning, which this will help you understand lessons, see things deeply, see people for who they really are, see people's intentions. You can see so much more if you just observe without absorbing and just attaching and just just like this. It's like taking in all this energy. If somebody say something to you, you just taking this what they said to you into your inner world, and it's like make you a firecracker, and then you got something to say bad, and now it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So observe and not absorb. You are not a sponge, my friends. You really don't have to live this way at all. So know the difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathy, you can feel into other people's emotions, like I mentioned. But sympathy is where you just have compassion, and that's where you want to be at. If you're working in a spiritual field as a teacher, a healer, or whatever, then you would, you might utilize feeling their emotions to help you help them. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you want to be mindful that you are knowing the difference between empathy and sympathy. And most of the time, you might want to offer some sympathy and just have compassion instead of giving away your energy, because empathy will give away your energy. So make sure you're mindful of that as well. Having a lot of empathy for people is what I guess I might as well discuss this. Having a lot of empathy means that you start embodying other people's feelings and what they are going through. It kind of like becomes a part of you. So that's why I say you might want to choose sympathy and have compassion and be mindful of empathy, and make sure you're utilizing it when it's time to utilize it, because you are embodying other people's feelings and what they are going through. So it kind of feels like it's a part of you, and that is taking your energy. Okay. You don't have to focus on what other people are doing. You don't have to, remember what you focus on grows, so you don't have to focus on what other people are doing. Focus on things you have to repair within yourself. Unresolved issues that are lying within yourself is way more important than focusing on everybody else. And don't live from the outside in. This is how other people become your problem. Live from the inside out so you can start gaining more clarity. And take responsibility for your unresolved issues as well, and start to repair them. Heal the old wounds so that you can become and feel more complete within yourself. And that's what matters. And then start like reintegrating the fragmented parts of yourself to become your greatest versions. So that's a little bit of extra for you right there. So know that you don't have to focus on what everybody else doing. That will drain you, because, bro, I grew up nosy. And I think that was one big habit to break. I grew up nosy in a small town, always in everybody else's business. Like, so much so it distracted me. I was watching what everybody else is doing. It distracted myself from life. Just like literally worry about what everybody else doing, worry about everybody else's life. Not knowing I was sitting there destroying myself, draining my own energy. You know what I'm saying? Just paying attention to everybody else's life and what they got going on and what they doing, just so I can have the gossip, the scoop to talk about with whoever else I'm going to kick it with later. You know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of my time doing it, thinking that was normal. And then I wonder why I was tired. I wonder why I was tired, and wonder why I never could resolve any issues within myself, because I wasn't even focusing on me. I'm focusing on everybody else. And now everybody else my problem, because I'm all up in their business. You feel me? So you got to really know these things. And this will help you not stop being a sponge and absorbing in everyone else's energy. Another thing is to express yourself 1,000. Your guilt. Your guilt. Express yourself 1,000 without guilt. You know what I'm saying? If someone, this is another one that I used to do big time, y'all. Like, if somebody talking to you for hours, right? I remember people be talking to me for hours, and I don't even want to be rude. I don't want to be rude about it, so I'm just sitting there listening to them. I got stuff to do. I got to go cook supper. I might got to wash clothes. I might got to run by the stove. I'm sitting here putting all my stuff on behind, listening to these people it's a meaningless conversation, has no meaning to it. I'm not connected to it. I just don't want to be rude. So I'm sitting here listening to them and being quiet. And I want to say something like, hey, I got to go do this, and this, which I end up learning how to do because this happened too much. And I'm just sitting there listening, and I want to say something. Instead, I stay silent, and now I become a sponge. I become a sponge because I'm absorbing all their energy. I'm sitting here, this time I think I'm just chilling. I'm absorbing. So I'm more tired than where I was when I got around this person. You know what I'm saying? Which made me start dodging people real tough. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to hide from people and stuff. Which that only lasts so long. Eventually I had to keep it 100 with people because I couldn't even run from nobody. They started knocking at your door. You feel me? Hey y'all, this real talk though. Let me get drinking this water. So, you don't want to be rude, so you sitting there being a sponge for other people. See, I want to say, man, they ain't teach us the right stuff, bro. We would not, if we knew better, we would have did better. You feel me? But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for us. So this is all beneficial for us because we get the chance to learn and explore parts of us and discover things about ourselves. And hey, it's a beautiful thing at the end of the day. So we live with regrets. At least we trying. We getting out here. We taking these risks and we working on ourselves. You feel me? And that's what matters. You're trying to do what you gotta do. You feel me? So like I would be around those people. I know y'all resonating with that one right there, big time, right? How people, you be like, oh, I don't want to be rude, but man, I gotta go do stuff. And I even seen people used to pout whenever they don't want to be around people for a while. They just be like, oh man, I wish they be quiet. Like, you know what I'm saying? They be doing that because they don't even want to say anything. But remember, you guys, do not neglect your authenticity. Do not neglect your true authenticity, because your true self wanted to be like, hey, I gotta go this, and this. I gotta go. You feel me? But you don't do it because you don't want to be rude. You ain't here to cater to other people like that, bro. Cater to yourself first. You feel me? So do not neglect your true authenticity. Say something. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn it too. Many times while we don't express ourselves, it's because we were told our feelings don't matter when we were growing up. So become aware if that's a belief that you may carry, like I did. I felt like what I said, it didn't matter, or like in that situation, I felt like I didn't want to be rude in that situation when someone's talking, and I just like, I don't want to be rude and cut them off. They like seem like they really need me to be here. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't that serious. But just like what I'm saying though is like, don't like always express yourself. Always express yourself, and know that even if you grew up with the belief that what you say doesn't matter, just heal that belief so that it no longer stops you. Because like what I mean by heal it, extract it, pull it out from the roots, get rid of it, and know that what you got to say matters, because your words hold power. Real talk, your word speaks to the soul. And for a long time, I didn't really want to express myself because I felt like people weren't going to hear me. People weren't going to listen. Like it didn't matter. Even if I would speak on how I feel with my emotions, like nobody cared. They didn't care anyway. So why would I express my emotions to this person on how I feel? They don't care. But it's actually the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And if you grow up like keep your stuff to yourself, don't be telling people how you feel, like, then what are you supposed, like, you don't know any better. You just think like, I'm going to keep all this inside of me, and you start to repress your emotions. And then suppression leads to depression. And then once you express yourself and let it out, like I did, you start to reduce anxiety. If you're someone who struggle with anxiety, you'll start to reduce it because you got some things you got to say. You got to get, you know what I'm saying? Your version might say, I got to get this up off my chest. I got something I got to say. You just got to know how to say it. But you are entitled to speak because how you feel matters. Express yourself, express yourself, express yourself. Many people need to hear that at a deeper level, however that resonates to you in your life. Do not hold back on what you got to say. That's why they try to keep you quiet anyway. You feel me? Like these days, they trying to keep you on quiet mode, trying to take your freedom of speech away. No, baby, you got all rights to express yourself, because if you don't, you will suppress those emotions and it will lead to depression. Not a doctor, disclaimer. And you don't want none of that. And I lived that life. You feel me? I've lived that life. And many of you who watching me right now know exactly what I'm talking about. And many of you are receiving confirmation right now. Another thing that we do as humans, as empaths, as people, you know, we be, you're not responsible for other people, bro. Like, straight up, like, you're not responsible for others. Like, I know your mama or somebody might have told you, make sure you always look out for your sister, your brother, your grandma, your cousin, or maybe you felt entitled to, like, have to look out for everybody. You're not responsible for others, you know? And this is very helpful for you because, like, you'll understand, like, you have no control. No control over how people respond to you, how they feel about you, and how they act towards you. I don't think we ever set with that pretty deep to even understand that. Like, we can't control those people. That's why sometimes people just put their hand on people, because they cannot control them, nor can they control themselves. So they physically put their hands on somebody because that's what go down when you don't know how to control your inner world. You know what I'm saying? When you got things going on inside of you that need to be, what do you call, unresolved issues that need to be looked at. You need to work on those things, you know, so that people won't trigger you like that. And that's just too much energy, arguing and fighting. That's just way too much. So know that you are not responsible for others. You can't control how they think, feel, or act to you. You can't control that at all. So free yourself from carrying on someone else's behaviors on your shoulders, so you don't have to carry this burden. So you don't have to carry their burdens on your shoulders. And this will help you not absorb other people's energies. Knowing like, hey, I ain't responsible for them. Hey, they want to act like that, let them act like that. They want to feel like that about me, let them feel like that about me. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? If that's how they want to be, let them be like that. I can't control them. And that's literally what I had to say in the beginning when I was working on this, because it was easier said than done. I can't control them. You want to act like that? Act like that. I'll let life take care of you. I'm not getting bothered in any of that. It just shows a lot about how you feel about yourself, because hurt people hurt people. So that's why I say it's good to, it's important. I'd encourage you to really go in and work on your unresolved issues from within. So, and no, you can't control those people. And this is very helpful for you, because then now you do this, you're not going to be absorbing their energy, and you're not going to be carrying their burdens on your shoulders. I feel like a lot of us done enough of that. We done enough of that, and we no longer have to do that when we become aware and we find, knowledge like this that I'm spitting here with you guys today. So don't take it personal. It's not personal. It just is what it is. And that's what I feel like a lot with, like, working on ourselves and spirituality and having awakening. It's like everything's so backwards, like an opposite. Is like, it feels so totally uncomfortable to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, because then it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you're guilty, or it makes you, to them, the way they see it, like if you don't speak to people every day, you just in your own world doing your own thing, you have no type of anything toward them. It's just you doing you. You're not feeling no type of way. You're just doing you. You know what I'm saying? And like, they might feel like, oh, you act like you can't speak today, you can't talk, or you can't see me. They might start having all these things that come up with inside them, and like create a problem for themselves. Like having these assumptions just because you just being you and doing you. So you got to really know that you gotta let people be themselves, and you just can't get involved in all that. And so you don't have to, just go barking up that road. I feel like many of you probably already know what that's like, because you probably already been down that road before, and that's someplace you ain't trying to go back. But if you are now just discovering this, just know that you can't control how other people feel. I mean, it is what it is, like, so you might as well just let it be. And I know it's challenging, you guys, trust me. I know everything I do, I still wake up and work on some things daily, because it's just like some things come off like you would think, and your mind would think, oh, that's rude. Oh, you think you better. Just because you got high confidence, just because you love yourself, that don't mean you think you better. See, they think that because they have low self-esteem. You get what I'm saying? Just an example. So you can't control how people feel, act, or think. And I feel like I was God to really put that message out there like that, because that's a big one. That's a big one. It's not always easy, but yeah, this will help you not absorb other people's energies. You see how when you just like really focus on your inner world and not your outer world, like what I said a while ago, live from the inside. Live from the inside out, so you can start gaining clarity. Live from the inside out. Don't live from the outside in. We was taught to live from the outside in. This is where all this came from. Then we just giving all away our energy just like this to everything, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's the opposite. Live from the inside out. I want you to comment that down below. I'm living from the inside out, so you can gain more clarity. That's just like when I say, don't blame people out there. Put the blame this way. That's what that means. So you can look inside of you like, why that person triggered me? You know what I'm saying? So you can gain clarity and not give away energy. So you can gain some energy once you gain clarity. And that's what the truth really is about. Another thing is, you don't have to surround yourself. Well, you want to surround yourself, and don't put a lot of pressure on this. Everything's happening in divine timing, but the most you can, surround yourself with like-minded people, even if you can find like-minded souls online, and try to, the less you can, spend yourself with people who do not match your energy, and be mindful of letting them into your inner world. Set you some time limits. You feel me with these people? If you only can, you like, man, hey, my limit with this person 10 minutes. Make sure you follow your limit and stick to it. Don't go 15 minutes, because you already know what time it is. You already know they start to drain. You already know how you start to feel. Set you some time limits. Comment that down below. I'm setting me some time limits. Make sure you do that, so that you don't be absorbing everybody else's energy and draining yourself and being a sponge. You feel me? So we got to stop this. We need our energy to create and live our best lives. You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn these types of things. And these behaviors are powerful, and it's very, very helpful and profound for yourself and your life. And you're going to feel better. You're going to feel younger and more fulfilled with energy. So you guys who asked me, this is another thing. Also, I'm a vegan, not a doctor. Disclaimer, but I am a vegan as well. So I eat healthy, and I'm very mindful where I put my energy, because I know where you put your energy in drains you. And I'm never hardly ever around toxic people unless I go out in the matrix at the stove or at a basketball game or something like that. And still I stay in my own work, got my protection on. I do these things that I'm telling you here. I've done the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things help. It's very powerful. So make sure you guys are doing the work. I encourage you for your own life, because that's what it takes. That's what it takes to become a better you. You know what I'm saying? And like, I didn't know how it was gonna be out here, because I was like, how we supposed to live out here around all these different energies without picking up on their energies being empathic? You know what I'm saying? But hey, I learned it and I figured it out, and I keep all my energy. And that's what you see when you come on my videos, full of energy, baby. And that's the same way you're about to be if you ain't already like that. So be mindful of the people, of course, that you have around you, and try to surround yourself with more of like-minded people. And know that you do not need external validation. When you start searching for external approval, you start absorbing other people's energy, because you feel frustrated if you don't get it from them. If you don't get that attention you want out there from whoever you're trying to get it from, now you're going to feel some type of way toward them. And now guess what? You absorbing their energy. Look, that's why I say this low key. We probably even know these types of things. So I feel like we was always taught to look outside of us. So today, know that you don't need any validation from anything external outside of you at all. Because you will start to observe other people's energy. And you'll start to feel very frustrated when you don't get that attention you want. I feel like everybody been there. I feel like everybody been there. So love you, my friends. Trust you. Have confidence in you. And so you will validate you. And that's all that matters. Remind yourself to connect with those people who remind you of yourself. Like-minded people. Like, remind yourself, like, go look for people, or people will find you. Videos will find you. Reels, different things. However the universe works it out. But remind yourself to, like, connect with people who remind you of yourself, so that you won't be absorbing like harmful energies, and you will be absorbing more of positive energy. You feel me? Uplifting energy, not downing energy. That's the difference between positive and negative. I mean, I'm sure you guys already know that. So that will help you start to absorb more better energy than, you know, the positive energy more than the negative energy. So find people that are more like you if you're a positive soul out there. You feel me? Also, know that we are consciously and unconsciously inviting people into our lives every single day. Whether we know it consciously or unknowingly, unconsciously. So remind yourself, if you are doing this and inviting people into your life and into your inner world, that you don't want to absorb their energy. So again, absorb people so you'll know the type of people you have around you, and not absorb their energy so you can see them, see how they be moving. And also pay attention to how you feel when you come from around them. So remind yourself this, that we are unconsciously and consciously inviting people into our inner world every single day. And when we do that, we may be absorbing their energy, and we need to be aware of that. But know that you have the power within you to choose whether you want to allow them into your temple, into your world within, or not. No, you got the power within you to choose whether or not you want, I'm saying it like this, to invite a certain person in your temple, your body, the world within yourself. You have a choice. You don't have to let everyone in your world. That's why I say boundaries you can take with you as well. On most every video I probably make, I say set you some boundaries. That's why I just went in a little deeper with some different information that can very much help you with not absorbing other people's energy. That's why boundaries are so very important. So you don't let people into your space that you don't want to let into your inner world. Be mindful of that, because we are unconsciously and consciously every day inviting people into our world. And also know this, when you wake up, you only have a certain amount of energy for the day. So be mindful of who you give it to. So beware of energy vampires. People that drain you is what I've been discussing. And ask yourself, do they uplift me or do they drain me? You don't have to feel drained. And you don't want to feel drained. So ask yourself, do they uplift you or do they drain you? Keep it 100, baby. And know that you don't want to feel drained. So if you're feeling drained, hey, you might not want these people around you. And remember, whatever you focus on grows. So make sure you're focusing on what you want to absorb your energy. Who you want to give your energy to. And not just giving it out. What you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. Let that hit deep. So be mindful of the things you put your focus into because it is taking your energy. TVs. Be mindful of certain foods on how you feel. Being on your phone. Whatever it is. Being around people. Make sure you are monitoring how you feel after things that you do. Because this is what's draining you. Remember, you only wake up with a certain amount of energy a day to start the day with. So if you just give y'all, I don't know, Jim, God bless you, Jim. I don't know, Jim. I'm just going to use Jim's name because it came to me. So if you giving Jim all your energy, after you leave Jim, it's only, say, 10 o'clock in the morning, and you just woke up, say, about 7:30, and you've been kicking it with Jim, and here it is, 10 o'clock, and you feel tired and sleepy and yawning because you done gave Jim most of your energy. And now you feel like you don't even have enough energy to put on yourself or things that you want to focus on because Jim done took all your energy. So remind yourself of these things. I deeply encourage you. So you do not have to be a sponge, my friends. These are ways, behaviors that you can apply into your life today and stop absorbing other people's energy. We be giving our energy away, not even knowing it. And this video definitely tells you that. So be mindful of where you put your focus and where you put your energy, my friends. I hope this video was helpful to you. And if you like this message, hit that like button, baby. And if it resonates with you, hit that like button so this message can get out to more lovely souls like yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all already know I greatly appreciate you. And if you're watching my channel, finding messages here, consider tapping into the full awareness, love, and light by hitting that subscribe button and that bell, baby, so you get all the newest videos that I drop and so that you can join the Pure Clarity Mindset family. Okay, go on this channel. We getting our mind right. I'm here spreading awareness, love, and light each and every day. So after this video, you will increase your energy levels, baby, because you got all the information that you needed today. I advise you, I encourage you to start to utilize this into your life. Again, like I mentioned on another video, it doesn't matter how much information you get, how much knowledge you gain. If you don't start to apply things into your life and put in the work, it's just like, it's useless. It's like worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? We got to show up in our own lives. So I hope this video was helpful for each and every one of you out there. I greatly appreciate you for sharing your valuable time here with me because I know that your energy matters, but I bet you feeling uplifted though, right? Hey, share this video with anyone you want to share this video with. Take care of your energy, baby, and come back to see me. Protect your soul. Much love and light to each and every one of you.